In this video, we talk about aircraft that are so huge, so fast, so innovative, and so downright weird that they shocked the world when they were unveiled. To other aircraft in the world, these aircraft in this video are celebrities, mentors, what they want to be when they grow up, and who could blame them? These aircraft took extreme heights to new heights, extreme speeds to blurs, and extreme sizes to, well, have a look for yourself. 11. Antonov An-225 Mriya, the largest plane ever built. The Antonov An-225 Mriya is a marvel of aviation engineering. It stands as the largest cargo aircraft ever built, unmatched in its sheer size and capability. Developed by the Soviet Union in the 1980s, the An-225 was initially designed to transport the Buran space shuttle, similar to how the Boeing 747 carried the space shuttle for NASA. With a wingspan of 290 feet and a length of 275 feet, the Mriya dwarfs even the largest commercial airliners, a true colossus of the skies. Mriya's 6 engines and massive 32-wheel landing gear enable it to carry unparalleled payloads with a maximum takeoff weight of 640 tons. What truly sets the An-225 apart is its ability to transport oversized cargo, such as entire locomotives or massive industrial components that no other aircraft can accommodate. Its cavernous cargo hold, measuring 141 feet long and 21 feet wide, is a feat of engineering ingenuity, reflecting a design philosophy centered on extreme utility. Mriya's unique size made the aircraft indispensable for global logistics, often delivering humanitarian aid or critical equipment to remote regions. Estimates place Mriya's costs at around $300 million, and building another would likely cost a lot more in today's numbers. Tragically, Mriya, the only An-225 ever built, was destroyed in 2022 during the early months of the Russia-Ukraine conflict. Despite this, Mriya remains an enduring symbol of human ambition and technological prowess. 10th Stratolaunch Rock, largest wingspan in history. This is the $400 million Stratolaunch Rock. Its wingspan is longer than a football field. This wingspan measures an astonishing 385 feet, making it the widest aircraft ever to take to the skies, dwarfing even the largest commercial planes like the Airbus A380. Designed by Scaled Composites for Stratolaunch Systems, this twin fuselage, all-composite aircraft was conceived as a flying launch pad for air launch to orbit rockets and hypersonic vehicles, introducing a novel approach to space access. The uniqueness of the Rock's wingspan not only lies in its record-breaking dimensions, but also in its functional purpose. This vast span allows for the carriage of massive payloads up to 500,000 pounds at high altitudes where the air is thinner, thus providing an ideal platform for launching satellites or testing hypersonic flight. The aircraft's design, with only 6 Pratt & Whitney PW4056 engines, each producing 56,750 pounds of thrust, reflects a blend of efficiency and raw power necessary to maneuver such an expansive wing structure. The Stratolaunch Rock's first flight in 2019 was a significant milestone, not just for its size, but for what it represents: a new era in space and hypersonic technology. 9th Boeing B-52 Stratofortress, the immortal bomber. The B-52 Stratofortress is the bomber that has refused to die. It has served the U.S. Air Force since the 1950s and is expected to continue serving into the 2050s, an entire century of battle-dominating service. Virtually no other aircraft in history can boast of this. First entering service in 1955, during the height of the Cold War, the B-52 was designed for long-range nuclear bombing missions, but has since adapted to a variety of roles, showcasing its remarkable versatility and enduring design. The B-52 has been a pivotal asset in numerous conflicts, from the Vietnam War, where it conducted extensive bombing campaigns, to the Gulf War, where it demonstrated its strategic bombing capabilities against Iraqi forces. Its role in Operation Desert Storm in 1991 highlighted its effectiveness in modern warfare, proving that even decades-old technology could adapt and thrive. What makes the B-52 truly unique is not just its service record, but its continuous evolution. Through numerous upgrades, including avionics, engines, and weaponry systems, the B-52 has managed to stay relevant, allowing for its service into the 2050s. The B-52 isn't an oldie that officially refuses to retire, but unofficially does nothing either. Powered by 8 Pratt & Whitney TF-33 Ps-3/1 03 turbofans, and armed with up to 70,000 pounds of ordnance, the legendary aircraft is still a U.S. Air Force go-to for maritime patrol, reconnaissance, conventional bombings, and nuclear bombings. The longest-serving strategic bomber continues to be a crucial part of strategies. 8. Northrop Grumman B-2 Spirit. The invisible bomber. This is the Northrop Grumman B-2 Spirit. It looks like a UFO, and if the world didn't know of its existence, we would all have thought it was. The B-2 has its weird, unique design, for a reason though. Stealth, every edge, every corner, the lack of vertical stabilizers, its eerily dark color, the overall flying wing design, and so much more are all special features designed to make the aircraft stealthy, to make it invisible to conventional air traffic systems, enemy air defense systems, and even the human eye. They reduce the radar cross-section of the aircraft to that of a small bird. Yes, a massive 376,000-pound aircraft disguised as a small bird. It is an astonishing feat. It was no easy feat, though. The B-2's stealth is not merely in its shape, but also in its materials and coatings, which absorb radar waves rather than reflecting them. This stealth technology extends to its exhaust system, which disperses heat to minimize infrared detection, and its precision in maintaining a low radar profile from any angle. Only 21 B-2s were ever built, each with a unit cost of $2 billion. The most expensive aircraft in history, the Spirit stealth has been proven in real-world operations too, notably during the Kosovo War and the early stages of the Afghanistan and Iraq conflicts, where it conducted bombing missions with impunity. Its ability to deliver up to 50,000 pounds of conventional and nuclear munitions while evading detection has made it a formidable asset, ensuring the U.S. maintains strategic dominance anytime, any day. The B-2's stealth technology has set a benchmark in military aviation, influencing the design of subsequent stealth bombers, such as the new B-21 Raider, China's Jian H-20, and Russia's P-AGA-DA. The B-2 Spirit has altered the landscape of aerial warfare forever. 7th, NASA Helios. Sun-loving Icarus. This is the NASA Helios. It is a solar-powered unmanned aerial vehicle with a knack for flying high, extremely high. In 2001, it achieved a world record by reaching an altitude of almost 97,000 feet. As a solar-powered aircraft, one of the very few in history, the higher Helios flew, the better, as it was closer to its energy source. For this reason, Helios was designed to fly for days, with plans for a version that could stay flying for weeks, powered by a combination of solar energy during the day and a hydrogen-oxygen fuel cell at night. The solar cells that tapped power from the sun were placed on the aircraft's wings, its extremely long wings. Helios has a wingspan of 247 feet, longer than that of a Boeing 747. With enough real estate to carry an entire estate of solar cells, Helios was able to generate enough electricity from the sun to power 14 electric motors. Helios's unique ability to fly in the stratosphere for extended periods made it perfect for roles like telecommunications relay, environmental monitoring, and reconnaissance, like a satellite but within the atmosphere. That's why it was built, to be an atmospheric satellite. In 2003, the Helios project was, however, discontinued after an unexpected turbulence led to its crash in the Pacific Ocean. It was the conclusion of a real-life Icarus story. 6. McDonnell Douglas X-36. Tailless, yet agile. The tailless design came with a major setback that not even the $2 billion B-2 Spirit could solve. The McDonnell Douglas X-36, now Boeing X-36, did. It solved the literal billion-dollar problem. Built as part of a joint project with NASA in the mid-1990s, the X-36 was designed without a tail, like the B-2. It used canards and split ailerons for control, with an advanced thrust vectoring nozzle for directional stability. This design allowed the aircraft to exploit the benefits of a tailless design, stealth in particular, and yet wield the combat agility of a fighter. The X-36 had 31 successful test flights, beginning in 1997, where it demonstrated exceptional agility, even at extreme angles of attack, showcasing capabilities like 360-degree rolls and high-speed maneuvers. Although the X-36 program did not lead directly to a production aircraft, its research greatly influenced future designs, particularly in the realm of unmanned combat aerial vehicles and the ongoing quest for stealthier, more maneuverable fighter jets. 5th, Sukhoi Su-47 Berkut. Forward-swept wings. This is the Sukhoi Su-47 Berkut from Russia. From a mile away, it's easy to see something is different about it. It's the wings. they're forward swept, as opposed to the back-facing wings on almost every other aircraft. The Su-47's forward-swept wings proved better for aircraft agility at both high and low speeds, enhancing maneuverability in dogfights by offering improved lift and control at high angles of attack. The design also contributes to increased low-speed control authority, which can be crucial during takeoff and landing. It also reduced drag at high speeds, potentially allowing for higher speeds and better fuel efficiency. However, the design also poses significant challenges, including structural instability and a tendency towards wing divergence at high speeds, which the Su-47 countered with advanced materials like composites and titanium, along with a sophisticated fly-by-wire control system. Although the Su-47 did not enter production, its development offered valuable insights into forward-swept wing technology, influencing subsequent aircraft designs and proving that such configurations could be viable for combat scenarios, thus pushing the boundaries of what's possible in fighter jet aerodynamics. Fourth, Lockheed SR-71 Blackbird, the stealthy blur. This is the SR-71 Blackbird. It is the fastest air-breathing aircraft in history. With its takeoff speed exceeding Mach 3, the SR-71 was able to outrun any missile shot at it during the late 1900s. For this reason, it didn't have any weapons, it didn't need them. Its unmatched speed is thanks to a dynamic pair of Pratt & Whitney J58 engines that could switch from turbojet to ramjet mode mid-flight, enabling continuous, high-speed flight. Being able to fly at more than 3 times the speed of sound wasn't all that made the SR-71 special, though. The aircraft could reach incredible altitudes too, up to 85,000 feet in the sky. Bordering on space, SR-71 pilots wore suits that looked like spacesuits. And then there was the stealth. The SR-71 incorporated early stealth technology. Its sleek, black, radar-absorbent paint and the aircraft's design minimized its radar signature, making it difficult to detect. This combination of extreme speeds, extreme altitudes, and groundbreaking stealth gave the SR-71 Blackbird unparalleled reconnaissance capabilities. Equipped with advanced imaging systems, it could capture detailed photographs from altitudes where it was unreachable by enemy defenses. Despite flying over 3,500 operational missions across 2.5 decades, and in the middle of the intense Cold War between the Soviet Union and the US, the SR-71 was never shot down, not even once. Third North American X-15, fastest manned aircraft in history. There are more than one ways to achieve blurry speeds. The conventional air-breathing turbojet engines like in the SR-71, or the more direct stick-a-rocket-in-it approach. The X-15 went with the latter. Its pilot was sitting on an actual rocket. Rockets are known for their insane, unsubtle power. Therefore, the X-15 could reach speeds up to Mach 6.72, more than 6 times faster than the speed of sound, and twice faster than the SR-71. It is the fastest manned aircraft ever flown. The aircraft's propulsion came from a Reaction Motors XLR-99 rocket engine, which used liquid oxygen and anhydrous ammonia initially, later switching to liquid oxygen and aniline. This rocket engine could produce a thrust of 57,000 pounds, propelling the X-15 to altitudes over 328,000 feet. That's 4 times higher than the SR-71 could reach. It was basically in space, as this altitude crossed the Kármán line, the unofficial boundary of space. Its pilots were even called astronauts. The X-15 was a very extreme aircraft, almost too extreme. It had its first flight in 1959. And retired 9 years later, in 1968. It had done its job and contributed monumentally to aerospace, providing data on aerodynamics, physiology, and materials science at hypersonic speeds, laying groundwork for future space programs and shaping the design of spacecraft and high-speed re-entry vehicles. Second, Bell V-22 Osprey, half plane, half helicopter. The Bell V-22 Osprey is a hybrid, the best of 2 worlds. Planes are known for their higher speeds, greater ranges, long-distance efficiency, and larger passenger capacity, among others. Helicopters are known for their vertical takeoff and landing, superior sharp maneuverability, and their ability to hover in one position for extended periods, among others. Virtually every other aircraft on the planet, including all the extreme ones in this video, has had to pick one of these sides, but not the V-22 Osprey. It is both at once. Thanks to the Osprey's tiltrotor system, the aircraft can take off and land like a helicopter, providing access to confined or unprepared areas that planes could only dream of. Yet once airborne, it can tilt its rotors forward to achieve speeds up to 300 miles per hour, far exceeding typical helicopter speeds. This dual capability significantly extends its operational range and speed to levels that helicopters could only dream of, making it ideal for rapid deployment, medical evacuation, drop-offs, and other special operations. It is the ultimate aircraft. No wonder it's such a Hollywood icon. First, F-22 Raptor, the fighter that changed the world. When the F-22 Raptor entered service in 2005, it was quickly obvious that it wasn't like anything before it. It was in a class of its own, a generation of its own. It was the world's first fifth-generation fighter, the first to combine them all. Stealth, speed, sensor fusion, agility, heavy ammunition, and a seamless blend of them in ways no other aircraft could. Its stealth design allowed it to operate undetected by radar, providing an unprecedented level of invisibility on the battlefield. This stealth is complemented by its super cruise capability, allowing it to fly at supersonic speeds without afterburners, conserving fuel while maintaining high speed, a feature not widely available in other fighters. The Raptor's avionics and sensor suite, including the integrated avionics system and the ANAPG-77 radar, give it unparalleled situational awareness. This system can detect and track multiple targets from great distances, providing the pilot with a tactical advantage. Additionally, its thrust vectoring nozzles contribute to exceptional maneuverability, enabling it to outmaneuver opponents in dogfights. The Raptor is armed with a M61I2 Vulcan 20mm rotary cannon and tens of thousands of pounds of explosives. All of these came at the unit cost of $350 million, making the Raptor the most expensive fighter in history. To this day, no fighter has such a perfect blend of air superiority capabilities. To this day, the F-22 Raptor is the most lethal fighter bird in the skies, 2 whole decades after it entered service. From the colossus size of Myria and the Stratolaunch Rock to the undying B-52 Stratofortress, from the tailless design of the B-2 Spirit and X-36 to the blurry speeds and unbelievable altitudes of the SR-71 and X-15, from the versatility of the V-22 Osprey to the agility of the Su-47 Burkett, and then to the all-round perfection of the F-22. These aircraft have flown in the skies of the past, defined the skies of the present, and set the tone for the skies of the future, saving lives every step of the way. To appreciate them for all they've done around the world, give this video a like and subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching.